That makes you a special person. If there's something that you want to share with people and you want to talk about it and you want to get them to be aware of it, that's pretty special. And, even the business, if it's a business you started, well, why'd you start it? Right. There's something, some people call a gift, a calling. Combining that with the marketing know-how is pretty unstoppable.
I always wondered what your response would be to this. If we got 8 billion people in this world, so Brendan Bouchard talks about the millionaire messenger. Well, we can make an expert out of anybody pretty much if you have the right tools. Right? I'm confident if I gave you a guy off the street, whatever expert his specialty or her specialty would be, you can make them into something great. But 8 billion people in this world, do we have room for 8 billion experts? Where's the line draw where we got too many experts, right? I don't know. What's your thoughts on that one?
Well, I guess, I never thought about it this way, but like you think about like insurance, if everybody had a claim, the insurance company would be out of business, right? And if everybody in the world claimed their expert status, and then, yeah, you're right, there'd be too many. We wouldn't need them. But the fact of the matter is that most people don't claim the expert status they have. And maybe another way to look at it too, I think to some extent, the fact that if when somebody's watching this podcast now and they're interested in either writing a book or getting publicity, I find very often that's not just from ego. They may enjoy, they might be terrified of it, but they might naturally enjoy being interviewed. Depends on their personality, but it's because they have something inside them that's important, maybe to share about finance, or whatever, publicity or nutrition or meditation, or there's something inside them. Now, if you really think about it, well, that's pretty special. That makes you a special person. If there's something that you want to share with people and you want to talk about it and you want to get them to be aware of it, that's pretty special. And, even the business, if it's a business you started, well, why'd you start it? Right. There's something, some people call a gift, a calling, call it what have you. Mm-hmm. So I think it is something that, my father once said, I was thinking at the time, he was a lawyer, and I said, I don't know, should I be a lawyer? I said, why would I be a lawyer? There's so many lawyers. He said, yeah, but not enough good ones. And I would say there's just not enough people that are willing to claim their expert status and learn how to get it out there effectively.
That's a brilliant answer. I appreciate that, Steve. I know I gave you a deep thought question. I actually got goosebumps thinking about this when you mentioned the word calling. I'm like, yeah. I think that might be true.
Think about like, here's an interesting, okay, Dr. Finance, right? Do you know anybody else who has your same passion? Like if you think about what what you've lived, what you've been through, and the desire that you have, and to get this out, to do this podcast and the other things you're doing, the books, and to do it the way you're doing it. And the things you're thinking about, and the things you're reading about, and the things you're trying to put together, like, do you know anybody in this planet? Robert Kiyosaki, Sharon, anybody, any impressive name you want to throw. They all have their gifts. Don't get me wrong, but that's unique to you. Agreed?
Absolutely, Stephen. While you're asking me that question, I'm thinking of E.O. Wilson. He's a famous biologist. I put in my last book, The Survival of the Richest. And I watched an interview of him. And one of the things he says is that I'm just shocked that, because he's a biologist, but a specialist in ants. And he goes, I'm just shocked that everyone else in the world isn't as passionate about ants as I am. That's I'm hearing it. Now, it's a very fascinating subject. I give him that. I like it a lot, but that's not me, right? That's not you. And like, I guess you're right. It's kind of like we all have that thing. Maybe it was from childhood or whatever that just really brought this out of us, this passion. And sometimes it's unexplained, and you can try all day long to explain it and rationalize it. But at the end of the day, maybe it is just that calling.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like it's a gift, and it's unique to you. And I think it's important to say that, because a lot of times the things that we take for granted, we just figure, oh, everybody else knows that. Or there's other people out there that will promote, but really, like, there's a lot of people who don't know it. Okay. And you can find them. All right. And that is what makes a great author, a great speaker. It starts from that, and combining that with the marketing know-how is pretty unstoppable.